What about this Shams report about Kyrie courting LeBron James? The Mavericks in the news during the NBA Finals.
I mean, well, LeBron dominating the headlines again, Chris. You know, we got an off day here. Michael Malone can't be too mad. We have 2 days off, so we can talk a little bit trade stuff without affecting our finals coverage. This is something else. I mean, I tweeted it out earlier today. The Bill Simmons March 28th podcast with Kevin Wildes talking half-baked ideas, and Bill Simmons says on that podcast he's getting, some feelings that the Draymond Green could be going to the Dallas Mavericks this offseason to join Luka and Kyrie, and then LeBron James would soon try to force his way out of LA to join them with Dallas. At the time, I hadn't heard anything about Draymond going to Dallas. I still haven't heard anything about Draymond going to Dallas. But the fact this comes out today, from both Shams Charania and Chris Haynes within minutes, though they both dropped the story. Maybe this comes from Kyrie's camp. Maybe this comes from the Clutch camp. And if it's from Clutch, it could be like another way for them to kind of stir up, hey, Lakers, do something big, go all in.
Maybe this comes from the Clutch camp.
I mean, if it does,
maybe.
Well, it could come from the Kyrie camp.
Oh, he doesn't have a camp. He's probably out in the woods. What are we talking about?
You're saying Kyrie is literally camping.
Yes. What are you talking about?
Well, regardless.
You think Kyrie's calling reporters and telling them to report something? You're out of your gourd.
After going on Instagram Live and saying,
right.
Don't talk about me.
Right.
I read this as Clutch saying we have options. And if you don't go get our guys that we want, we can go somewhere else. So like in my story after LeBron threatened retirement, I speculated. To be fair, this was not based off of sources or anything like that. It's only based off of the words from LeBron James himself and way based off what he said in the past about wanting to play with Stephen Curry, being best friends with Draymond Green, and wanting to be teammates with him. That's what it was based off of, LeBron James's own words. So I think what's happening here is Clutch, in all likelihood, is trying to create leverage for LeBron James against the Lakers to say, hey, do what we want, or he can force his way out, and you're going to
100%, Kev. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
Life is leverage. He doesn't have any right now because Pelinka made good moves. Everybody said the Lakers were stocked up, that they had a team that was good to go, and that they could win. And that he made a bunch of really good moves throughout the season that improved them. He didn't let LeBron be the GM. He was able to flip that Westbrook contract. He was able to get a good enough roster around LeBron and AD. And then it fell short. And they got beat by a better team in Denver, and they got swept. But at this point, LeBron, the GM, doesn't, they were in that pickle because they got Russell Westbrook because of his desires. And they've acquired other guys because of his desires. And it's like, Pelinka made good moves. Everybody's got to give him credit for that. And, when people are talking about the moves that they made, and it's like, all right, now here we go again. You better move those. Pelinka didn't have to give up those first rounders in order to get off the Westbrook thing. And he got them stuff that could help them, get to the point that they did in the playoffs. And I think we all thought he did a good job. Made some very good and frugal moves. But I think that LeBron's in a spot now where it's like everybody ain't saying, oh, that team's not good enough around him. They sold him short. He ain't got enough with him, right? And so you got to create that leverage somehow. So it's like, hey, this guy in Dallas is recruiting me to come play down there. Like, come on, can we at least get something a little more believable? If I was the Lakers, I'd be like, give me a break. Fine.
Tell me this. Go
to Dallas.
Chris, why? I'm not saying I disagree, but I want to understand, why do you think it's not believable
that Kyrie is recruiting him to Dallas?
Yeah, why would he not be recruiting him from Dallas? I said how Draymond would be recruiting him to Golden State. We got Bill Simmons saying back in March, that was a long ass time ago, that he had been hearing rumblings about this.
If you want to attach your wagon to Kyrie Irving, you are the nuttiest bastard in America. What? You not just see what happened with KD?
Oh, I know.
Not just see what happened with James Harden? Like, I don't care if Kyrie's recruiting me. Like, what are we talking about?
But you're
Kyrie is now recruiting players.
But you're not attaching yourself to Kyrie Irving. You're attaching yourself to Luka.
It didn't say Luka's recruiting him.
I know, but
Luka's sitting there going, well, then who the hell's going to have the ball?
Well, Dallas is Luka.
Right. Who's just a younger version of LeBron James.
All right. Okay. Can we play, trade machine Picasso here real quick?
Go ahead.
Real quick. Okay. Draymond Green opts in after threatening the Warriors, saying, hey, I'm going to leave unless you trade me to Dallas.
Okay.
So he opts in. He gets traded to the Mavericks from Maxi Kleba and Reggie Bullock. LeBron James demands a trade to the Mavericks to join up with his BFF Draymond, his other BFF, his ex Kyrie Irving, and one of the best players in the world right now in Luka. The Lakers for LeBron James get.
All right, stop.
No, wait a minute. I'm not done yet.
Everybody lives in this.
I'm not done yet.
Planet.
Bertans, Hardaway Jr., Josh Green, Jaden Hardy, 2023 pick number 10, and then the 20.
It's all stupid.
2027 first. Well, what I'm saying, Chris, wait a second. I know it's dumb. It's dumb. Right. It's fantasy basketball stuff. It's NBA 2K stuff. However, if Draymond Green and LeBron James wanted it to happen, the point is that there's a financial path to actually making it happen.
Okay, can we stop? Just let me take a 20-second timeout and be clear. We have spent the last 3 months saying that Dallas has got to find a way to get out of the Kyrie business. That they wouldn't, you don't even think they should pay him in the first place. By the way, can we take a 20-second timeout and say, he doesn't have a contract with the Mavericks. He doesn't have a long-term contract with the Mavericks.
But if you're paying, if you have to pay Kyrie Irving and it means getting Draymond and LeBron James, then you're going to pay Kyrie Irving.
So you're going to pay all of them.
Yeah.
And still not win.
Probably.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Come on. You do the right thing and you build out properly around Luka Doncic.
Yeah, but if you don't, the pressure's on.
You're giving LeBron leverage by giving this life. This is poppycock.
Chris, the pressure's
is not
on
going
Dallas.
to friggin' Dallas.
No, Chris, the pressure's on. Chris, the pressure is on Dallas right now. If they don't start winning, if they don't start winning in the next year or two, he's going to demand a trade. That's what's going to happen.
So go and make it a LeBron James operation. That'll make him happy.
Oh, I mean, you might start
winning. Make him
winning
the second biggest star. That's fun.
But if you start winning, that's ultimately all that matters.
Well, LeBron's really been winning.
And it would be Luka's team still. Luka would be the best player on that team. He'd be supported by Draymond on defense. LeBron James has shown the willingness to defer in certain moments of games. It's highly unlikely to happen.
Team would win in the Olympics. I don't even think that team. I wouldn't want to take that team to the Olympics with Kyrie.
All right. Well, I mean, the bottom line here is, though, like I said, this is highly unlikely to happen. But I read this as Clutch trying to create leverage for the Lakers
and you
to go
play
all
right
in
into it. You and the rest of everybody plays right into it by giving LeBron this leverage. He has no leverage on this. It's friggin' Kyrie Irving. It's not like he's being recruited by Kevin Durant. It's not like he's being recruited by
Chris,
somebody.
this is
Kyrie
my
doesn't
point,
have a
though.
contract, Kevin.
Chris, this is the point that I had in my Warriors article when I said, hey, what if LeBron demanded a trade of the Warriors? My point in that article was that the Lakers don't have to listen to LeBron. They're in a position right now where if they wanted to, they could take back the best offer for him, get a haul, flip AD, and go full rebuild. They just won a title a couple of years ago. It's not like they haven't won in 25 years. They haven't won in just 3 years now. So I think for the Lakers that if LeBron makes these outrageous demands, like you have to pay Kyrie Irving, you have to do this, you have to do that. LeBron James, he's going to be 39 years old next season. And granted, back in January, he was averaging 33 points per game, looked explosive and all that. He still needs to prove that he can stay healthy into April, May, and you hope June. So I think for the Lakers side of things, if this gets ugly, if LeBron makes outrageous demands, you don't have to listen. And that's where things get very, very, very interesting this offseason with his future. Whether it's in LA and unhappy.
This is all him wanting Kyrie, bro.
Yes. But if they say no, that's where things get interesting. If you start saying no to LeBron James again, that's where things get interesting. And to me, that's the big story here and what I'm largely focused on, which is why I do think it is worth considering, hey, there's actually a path to this other stuff. These outrageous 2K style plans and theoreticals, there's an actual path there. Or he could end up unhappy in LA and pouting the whole year, sad, just unless he's going to watch his son Bronny at USC get 12 minutes off the bench. So I think that's going to be the interesting thing here with LeBron James is
12
what
minutes
happens
off the bench. How dare you?